Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Estate Overhaul with Dr. Use Unyizu Samuel Gegu. And today we'll be talking about 5 lies that we're told about real estate. We're told different lies about real estate, and starting from the fact they said any land you have must appreciate. Some people will also go as far as saying that you can buy land from cities and not from you buy land from cities, not from the bush. Some people also go as far as saying that it is better you buy land from from a villager than to buy from a real estate firm. Some people also told us that government can take any land that they deem fit, meaning they can just come to your place, see your land, and like it, and just take it just like that. These are lies, these are misconceptions that have actually taken over our mind in matters that concern real estate. Let me start from the first one, talking about appreciation. Every land must appreciate. It is not true. That is a very big fat lie, because it is not every land that we appreciate. It is not every land that has the capacity to appreciate. It is not every property, it's not every landed property that has what it takes to actually appreciate. If there is nothing going on in a particular location, you will end up investing your money and your land will not appreciate. You might end up selling the land below the price you bought that land. And that thing people used to say is the land is your first asset. Land is not and cannot be your first asset, because your first asset is your business. Your second asset is real estate. Then you can now talk about other assets that includes mutual funds, stocks, bonds, and the rest. Then one thing you should know is your first asset is your business. Don't allow that lie feed your mind. And how do we relate this asset? The first thing you do is your land buys you another business, and that business buys you land, and the trend continues like that. One thing I need you to understand is the fact that if your business is not acquiring you assets, then you are not doing that business any good. If your business is not acquiring you assets, or especially landed properties, that your business is not doing you any good, and you yourself, you're not doing that business any good. Let's look at McDonald's. McDonald's is one business that excels today, and we know McDonald's will be in charge of hamburgers and stuff like that. But the thing that makes McDonald's is not hamburgers. What made McDonald's what it is today is actually real estate. So if your business does not own real estate to its name, my brother and sister, the truth is you are not doing that business any good. The first thing you should do for your business, once your business starts growing, once your business starts maturing, get a landed property, get real estate in the name of that business. Because every business is just like a baby, it's just like a child. Every child grows, and to an extent, as if your business is growing, you should have assets that can help your business expand. If you need 5 million naira, for instance, for an expansion project, you should have an asset, you should have real estate that is able to give you that 5 million naira so that you can expand. And as that business starts yielding what is expected, make sure you are putting something out, you are putting something away to own property that bears the name of that business. I used to tell people, I say, what if my dad bought me a plot of land when I was still a baby? What will be the value of that property now? What if your father bought you a property that is as old as you? What do you think that property will be saying now? What do you think will be the value of that property now? Even the Bible said it. The Bible said a wise man or a good man leaves inheritance for his children. Now look at your own father, look at yourself. Are you having something that is worth talking about by your children? So these are the things people don't know. If your business has an asset, has a real estate asset that is as old as the business, it is unfortunate that there is nothing that the government is doing, there is nothing that inflation is doing that will have any adverse effect on your business, because real estate that is as old as your business is enough to give your business what it takes to expand and move to the next level. So another thing I would like us to talk about is the fact that people say you buy property from a city that is already developed. and not bush. If you see bush, you run. You say it is too far. You say it is too this. I used to tell people, if you get a place that has the potential to develop, if you get a place that has what it takes to make news, if you get a place that has what it takes to get developed, to become a city tomorrow, run to that place. That is what we call the Catholic strategy. I've never seen a situation where the Catholic goes to a place that is already developed and buy. No, they go straight to the place that has the tendency to develop, they pitch their tent there and buy as many plots as possible and watch development come to them. That is what we call the Catholic strategy. The best place to buy a property is a place that is still bushy. It's a place that has not yet gotten the whole development we are talking about. That is not yet a city, because that is when you get enough return on your investment. That is when you get enough increase on that your money. Because if you spend 10 million naira to get a particular plot of land, and I go to a place where I can get a plot of land at 300,000 naira, and I'm sure that, okay, this place has the potential because we have an industry sited somewhere around, we have market sited somewhere, and I'm very sure that this particular project is about to kick off, and properties within that location for now are still very, very cheap. I have to go there, buy it, and wait for when it start developing. Now, the man that bought his property at 10 million naira, yes, he has the money, and I buy the same equivalent for 500,000 at the worth of 10 million naira. But when my property starts developing, when I start cashing out, when I start getting the returns or the increase on my capital, this person that has 10 million naira might still get his own too, because the place will also continue to develop. But what I will cash out from this place will be far more than what this man with 10 million naira did. Because the best thing to do in a city is to buy an estate, or to buy a real estate, to buy a land where you can either start developing immediately for residential purposes, or where you can build immediately for the sake of commercials. So don't allow all these lies come into you, because the truth is, every property we develop is not true. Some properties we develop, why some will not develop. Buy land when it's still bushy, and not when it is a city yet. Don't think that government will take your land. That is something we're going to talk about later. Government does not take just any land. They take a land that is already theirs. See you in our next episode, where we're going to be talking about something more interesting. By then, they are still very much available.